The Confessions of Saint Augustine, Book 8, Chapter 6. And how you did deliver me out of the bonds of desire, wherewith I was bound most straitly to carnal concupiscence, and out of the drudgery of worldly things, I will now declare and confess unto your name, O Lord, my helper and my redeemer. Amid increasing anxiety, I was doing my wonted business and daily sighing unto you. I attended your church whenever free from the business under the burden of which I groaned. Alypius was with me, now after the third sitting, released from his law business and awaiting to whom to sell his counsel, as I sought the skill of speaking, if indeed teaching can impart it. Nebridius had now, in consideration of our friendship, consented to teach under Verecundus, a citizen and a grammarian of Milan, and a very intimate friend of us all, who urgently desired, and by the right of friendship, challenged from our company such faithful aid as he greatly needed. Nebridius then was not drawn to this by any desire of advantage, for he might have made much more of his learning had he so willed. But as a most kind and gentle friend, he would not be wanting to a good office and slight our request. For he acted herein very discreetly, shunning to become known to personages great according to this world, avoiding the distraction of mind thus ensuing, and desiring to have it free and at leisure, as many hours as might be, to seek or read or hear something concerning wisdom. Upon a day then, Nebridius being absent, I recollect not why, two there came to see me and Alypius, one Pontitianus, our countryman, so far as being an African, in high office in the emperor's court. What he would with us I know not, but we sat down to converse, and it happened that upon a table for some game before us, he observed a book, took, opened it, and contrary to his expectation, found it the Apostle Paul. For he thought it some of those books which I was wearying myself in teaching. Whereat smiling and looking at me, he expressed his joy and wonder that he had on a sudden found this book, and this only, before my eyes. For he was a Christian, and baptized, and often bowed himself before you, our God, in the church, in frequent and continued prayers. When then I had told him that I bestowed very great pains upon those scriptures, the conversation arose, subjected by his account, on Antony the Egyptian monk, whose name was in high reputation among your servants, thou to that hour unknown of us, which when he discovered, he dwelt the more upon that subject, informing and wondering at our ignorance of one so eminent. But we stood amazed, hearing your wonderful works most fully attested in times so recent, and almost in our own, wrought in the true faith and Catholic Church. We all wondered, we, that they were so great, and he, that they had not reached us. Thence his discourse turned to the flocks in the monasteries and their holy ways, a sweet-smelling savour unto us, and the faithful deserts of the wilderness, whereof we knew nothing. And there was a monastery at Milan, full of good brethren, without the city walls, under the fostering care of Ambrose, and we knew it not. He went on with his discourse, and we listened in intense silence. He told us then how one afternoon at Troyes, when the emperor was taken up with the Circensian games, he and 3 others, his companions, went out to walk in gardens near the city walls, and there, as they happened to walk in pairs, one went apart with him, and the other two wandered by themselves. And these, in their wanderings, lighted upon a certain cottage inhabited by certain of your servants, poor in spirit, of whom is the kingdom of heaven. And there they found a little book containing the life of Antony. This one of them began to read, admire and kindled at it, and as he reads, to meditate on taking up such a life and giving over his secular service to serve you.